Good morning, everybody. Hi, Flubber Lane, Jean-Pierre. Mary Sharon, how are you, honey? Robin and Born to Hula. Lisa Wingard, how are you, darling? Rob, how are you? Oh, it's afternoon, that's right. Where you're at. Tammy Lynn, just my thoughts, good morning. Shaquin, hi. Hi, hi, Tor. Hi, Hank, how are you? Holly Hitchcock. Shayla, Simply, Rain. Mary Sharon says, a bit under the weather today. Really? Oh my goodness. That's terrible. You got a cold or you got COVIDs? Hi, Kimberly, wheelchair girl, Cassie Abbott. G3, hi. Hi, Josh. John, Christina Rodriguez, how are you? Geraldine Brown. How you doing? Hi from Philadelphia. How y'all doing? And Guy Smith, how are you? Andy, how you doing? You know what? You noticed my new wig, didn't you? You know what? I just got this currently 92 degrees here in the UK, second heat wave this year. What are your thoughts on climate change, Hoggy? You know what? I wish it would change to cooler. That's what I wish. Instead of global warming, I wish we had global cooling. My goodness. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, I got my new hair. Um, you smashed that like button. Thank you so much. Hoggy, you should post your TikTok streams on YouTube. You know what? I should. That's actually a great idea. I could download them. Mary Sharon said I got the pox. Oh well, just kidding. It's a little summer cold. You know what? You know what, Mary? I always get cold in the summertime too. Whatever there's like the weather change or whatever. You love my wig. Thank you. You know what? I went like mullet, but still gay. You know, I still need everybody to know when they see me walking down the street. That's a big lesbian woman right there. Ian, I'm great. How are you? Oh, Facebook user, it's Tenacity. How are you, dear? Yeah, you know what? It's weird. That's weird how those accounts are doing that. I love the trolling you do on TikTok. Oh, thank you, Hank. You know, I try to keep it up. But you know what? TikTok, they're sensitive. Everyone smash that like button like you at someone's back door. I love the wig and I love all the beautiful. Oh, thank you, Geraldine. You know, thank you so much. I just got it in the mail actually yesterday. Me and Marqueen have been playing with it, and it's very light. You know what I mean? It's very light, and it's barely like wearing anything. Body's still getting used to this weather. I know what you're talking about, Mary. You know what? I'll tell you. I when I was in your state, I was gonna say in your country. When I was in your state, especially south, very down south by the water. Oh my goodness, that'll kill you down there. Have you been down there yet? I'll tell you, it'll kill you. I need to go catch up on your TikTok. Yeah, I'm morning flaccidate. You know what? It's dry and I'm dry today, which is great for my anal leakage. You know, I don't mind the dryness. I could use some dryness sometime. Giving us punk rock hockey. You know, that's right. It was, you know, it's funny because it was supposed to be more of a mullet. But maybe I could cut it. I can cut it down to more of a mullet, huh? I live by the beach in South Carolina. Oh, so it's humid over there, huh? This is a beautiful, wait, Geraldine's beautiful wig. I got on this picture on my Facebook right now. Here, Geraldine, are you wearing a new wig? You're gorgeous. Thank you, Angela. Rob says, if you're dry hoggy, do you still put a pad on? I do, because you never know. You never know when the leakage will come. It just strikes you very when you're unexpectedly. We have a new guy, Kyle, that works with us, and he loves watching you now. He is listening. Well, hi, Kyle, honey. How are you? Oh, come. Andy says, reminding me of the song Punk Rock Girl. I forgot about that. Good. You guys, you should go look at Geraldine's new wig. She has a new hair hat. You should go check it out. I was watching an episode of Seinfeld last night, and George got a toupee, and I believe Jerry was calling it a hair hat. That was funny. I remember Gladys. Gladys tried to do wigs for a little bit, but she just couldn't get over it. Maybe it's, it's not because she was missing hair or she has ugly hair. She actually has a lot of hair. She just she's just, what, I'm gonna tell you, the older she gets, she's getting lazy. She goes, I'm just getting sick of doing my hair. She goes, I just want to be able to pop a wig on. So we went wig shopping one time, and I took her to a wig store. Well, I took Marquina's mother too. I have a very funny story about that. Now, as you guys know, Marquina's black, and Marquina's mom is technically black. But she's as light as me, and her hair is straight. And she's always wanted an afro. So, some people look good with an afro, and some people don't. So I take them both to my wig store, because they both want wigs for different reasons, and neither one of them left with a wig. Gladys decided I look too wiggy, and it looks fake. And Marquina's mother said, I look ridiculous with an afro. And it was very disappointing to her. So, no wigs for them. Hey, I finally made it to a live stream. Hi, Roto. Roto Tweebulator. Fidget Tweebler. A Tweebulator is like the Torculator, isn't it? Do you know what a Torculator is? It's time for a Torculator. Aren't you beautiful, Rainbow? Thank you, Amy Rogers. You're so dark. You're so sweet to me. Really are. Really are. Hi, Cynthia Ramirez. Hi, Dory. Yes, Nicholas. I got to get back into the prayer. They got the lesbian prayer circle has really been. They've gone overboard with the quarantines and the COVID restrictions. They're now worried about monkeypox because a lot of the lesbians, they go to Pride too, and a lot of the men, a lot of the men were there. They don't know. They may have hugged their friends, or so they're scared. Now they're afraid that we're going to have monkeypox in the lesbian prayer circle. So, gotta wait for that. You gotta wait till all the lesbians are vaccinated for monkeypox. What is that wet noise? I was washing out my cup and I was making coffee. I look like a beautiful parrot. Thank you so much. Hi, Cherish. Wait, Kimberly, your neighbor has monkeypox. Did they touch you? Me and Mark have been together 10 years. Hey, Hoggy. In the UK, that wig makes you look like a fertile chicken poised to breed. Thank you, gagging for it. I always like to look like a vibrant woman, Protect our sisterhood. I read a story today about a guy who claimed he got monkeypox by hugging a friend, but managed to give it to his husband and both of their dogs. Really? How does that happen? How do dogs get it? Now, does that couple, how friendly are with their dogs? And do they use peanut butter with their dogs? That's what I want to know. How close are they really getting? Was that in your country, Andy? Well, hi, Stacy. Jimmy, my heart's doing great. Actually, it's doing really great. All I know is Twerkulator, the City Girls song from 2021. That's right. It's time for the Twerkulator. Shake what my mama gave me. Hey, Jennifer. No, it was in the States. Oh. You guys, I'm gonna tell you, I kind of have this new theory that I'm working on. I think, and I'm not kidding either. Of course, you guys know I'm never kidding. But I'm getting set up here. Okay. Does monkeypox originate from monkeys? If so, does that mean at some point? You know what, Rob? This is the thing. That's what they said AIDS was. That's what they said AIDS came from a guy who went to Africa and had sex with a monkey. Isn't it interesting? You should sing Twerkulator sometime. Moist. You know what, Roto? I'm getting I've had a really long cold, and I'm getting over it. So yeah, I'm getting back into singing. I am. In fact, I downloaded some music because I actually want to like record me singing like the '80s. But you know, I'm gonna sing it good. You know what I mean? We all know. I mean, I can sing a little bit. You know, I joke a lot, but AIDS is from South American monkeys. You guys look at my cheese Danish. Me and Marquita went to Costco yesterday. Sounds like someone was doing disgusting things with their animals in order, right? You guys, me and Marquita had. Hi, Andy Arnett, Mr. Too Loud. Has anybody seen Here Jazz? I'm a child of the '80s myself. Oh, really? Me too, Roto. You know what? We know what Twerkulator is. We've kept up on music, huh? You guys, me and Marquita have decided whenever we go to Costco, we're not going to leave without a chicken. The chickens are $4.99 and they're big and they're juicy and they taste so good. So that night when we go to Costco, we come home, we have it for dinner, and then we give the rest to the cats. The cats love the chicken. Do you know at this point it's actually cheaper to go buy a whole cooked chicken and your cats can eat off of it for like a week? It's cheaper to do that now than to buy Fancy Feast. You're a beautiful singer, but yeah, definitely keep your distance. My neighbor's is all around. His mouth looks like, oh my God, the Black Plague. You're kidding, really? Yeah, keep away from him. Josh, you think I look as delicious as the Danish? Oh, almost. Hi, Francesca. Jennifer. Yeah, good. You know, I love '80s music. That's all I listen to now. You should sing a bunch of jungle songs like Lion Sleeps Tonight and call your album Monkey Box. Chaz, how are you, darling? Chaz, we need to catch up. I gotta call Chaz. Me and Chaz have a phone relationship whenever I call. Probably healthier than cat food anyway. It is. And the cats love it. I mean, I am a firm believer that cats like to feel like they've killed their food. You know what I'll do? And we've noticed a difference, the cats and how they like it. I actually will take their can of Fancy Feast. I will submerge it in like hot water for 15 minutes. I will get their bowls and I will scald them. I'll put them in hot. Hi, Susan Mills. I will I will put their Susan's another one I have a phone relationship with, but we text, we don't talk. That's because we see each other in person more often. But anyway, um, how are you doing, Susan? How are you in the fam? But me and oh, so what I'll do is I'll heat up the cat bowls. Then we put the warm food in, and they love it. Watch, you feed your cat warm food. I think it makes them think they just killed the food. Good morning, Barbara. You guys, I don't put creamer in my coffee anymore. I just put a little sweetener in it. Pink Flamingo, I was thinking about you. Where have you been? You're probably, you know, are you waxing a beaver right now? Would you eat Goomba sauce for breakfast? Oh, Evan, are we on that Sicily, taste of Sicily thing? Would you be a trucker again? You know what? I would be local gagging for it. I would be. I'm just, you know, I'm an old lady. I like to stay at home. I want to be at home. Is Marquina watching lesbian? I don't know. She's watching something. That's why I'm sitting in here. I'm hearing foul language. Danny Perez, how are you, honey? You love my hair? Thank you so much. How do you listen to this? Mike, that shit talker from Goomba has, was he have monkeypox? You are all over Taste of Sicily drama. Honey, I don't even know what's going on with it. I have no idea what it means. All I know is what you guys tell me. Hey, Flamingo's a little break. You've been going live while I'm working. Oh, I can't come. What are your hours, Pink Flamingo? Hmm? What are your hours? I think these are Costco paper plates. Stay at home and let the rest of us pay your bills. Dory, how are you? Good. Those COVID home tests are, we are all negative. Oh, good. John's doctor gave, oh, they gave you one. They called yesterday and said he's still, John is still positive? Well, I bet you he'll be done soon, you know. How's he feeling otherwise? Francesca, he talks shit on me? That's fine. You know, if it makes him feel good, if it entertains people, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not like that. You know, people can talk about me. I've heard worse in my life, I'll tell you. That looks delicious. I'm eating a cheese Danish from Costco, Danny. Danny, do you shop at the San Bernardino Costco or the Fontana one? I believe the Fontana one has a better quality of people. Susan says they're crap. Oh, the tests? You know, Marquina tried one of those because they sent us tests in the mail, and it really stung her nose. I didn't do it. I'm like, no, because I believe you know me, you know how I am. For some reason the thought crossed my mind when I got those free tests in the mail. I went, oh wait a minute, this is a COVID distribution device. And Marquina used it and it stung her nose. And right when she said, oh, it stings, I went, oh, there you go, you got COVID. You missed my high fashion makeup. Well, look at my girlfriend Kitty. She does that. Thursday, okay, Tuesday and Thursday, 11 to 7. God, you're a working woman, aren't you? Wednesday, so you're off. You're off on Mondays and Sundays, aren't you? And I don't suppose you go to church, Pink Flamingo, do you? My wife's grandma just got back from a Rhine cruise and managed to catch COVID. Really? Don't you have to show negative tests to get on there? Did you see where Biden doesn't have enough monkeypox vaccines, so the FDA is advising providers to dilute a one-dose vial into 5 doses? No test done on efficacy. Just decided. Do as you're told. I don't know, Chaz. You know, the way the U.S. has been behaving, you think we're a third world country, wouldn't you? Oh, we don't have enough medicine, so, you know, just give it to the homos. They're the ones who spread it. Oh, we don't have enough medicine, so let's dilute it all. Oh, we don't have enough baby formula, so let's try to buy some from other countries. I mean, are we? Is this? I don't think. Are we still the richest and greatest nation? I don't know. Yes, another makeup video would be cool. Oh my God, Pink Flamingo. You know what, Pink Flamingo? You're looking at it all wrong. I have how can I put it? Oh, and trust me, dear, I know what you're talking about. You know what? I've come to realize it's no different. Joanne Nelson says, "What are you
It's
eating?"
so pretty this morning.
Thank you, love. We have 3 rainbow wigs now and rainbow pubes. Um, Joanne Nelson, I'm eating a cheese Danish I got from Costco. Joanne, you like my new hair? The pink flamingo. I've decided that church, the ones that I've been to anyway, were kind of like drag shows. I mean, we know that they're not really women. We suspend belief for certain feelings and entertainment and community. And you know what? I look at the plate as like a tip jar, you know, and for people they get certain feelings and experiences from their I don't know. West Hollywood has church every day in the actually the Abbey actually the Abbey in West Hollywood, they actually designed themselves after a church. It's funny. But I had to source formula from so many states for my niece. You know what? This is what I want to know. At no time, how come lactating women did not offer to double pump their breasts and sell their milk? Did they do that? If I would, because you know me, I care and love everybody. I care about everybody. If I had an abundance of milk in my breasts, I would have pumped it for my community. I mean, wet nurses used to do that in the past. COVID shot doesn't prevent you from getting it. It helps you stay away from hospital and not dying. Oh, I bet that's probably true, Dory. Um, I don't know if there how many. I wonder how many people who have had all the shots have died from it. I don't know. I wonder what the statistics are like. Born to Hula says I'm still producing. Oh, Amanda, did they do it? It's so expensive. Oh, you mean so mothers decided to make a profit off their milk from other mothers in need? I just want you guys to know that if I was able to, I would have hooked up milking machines to both breasts and I would have pumped it for the neighborhood, and it would have been free. The spigot would have been wide open, and my milk would have freely flowed for everybody. But the minorities first, the marginalized people would be first to get fed from my teats. Jerry, I'm also live on. I'm live on two Facebook accounts and one YouTube account. Taste of Sicily are doing live right now and are saying that you are going to have your page taken down. You know what, Betty Cracker? It won't be the first time I've had a page taken down, but you know what? I'm a little smarter now, okay? There's certain words I don't say, okay? My milk is sour. They don't want it. Imagine that. You guys, okay, listen. I've been working on this idea. And you know how we want to live in an equitable society. Everybody should have the same outcome, right? And and now we're having people who are complaining about trans women winning stuff. You want to know the answer? We need to just get rid of sports and all competitions. Because think about it. Let's say they have a Miss America contest. No one's going to vote for me. No one's going to vote for me. So why should if I don't have a chance to become Miss America, why should anybody else? Okay? If we're not all winners, nobody's a winner. Okay? So we got the whole sports and stuff. Patricia says, "Are you real?" No, this is an animation. I'm an animatronic device. But it's getting to the point, the self-esteem of children is so low nowadays, and I just really feel for them. I knew someone that died from the vaccine 4 days after getting it. She didn't even have COVID. But we gotta, for everybody, you put your kids in sports, all you're doing is hurting other kids. You're like, well, my kid is good in baseball, so I decided I'm going to put them in baseball. But then there's some people who put their kids in baseball just to have the camaraderie and the friendship and community. And then your kid is over there just beating the heck out of them, with home runs and catching balls. and home base slides, and you're just making the other kids feel horrible. Your kids are making other kids feel terrible. And so no, we need to get rid of all of competitive sports. We do. The participation trophies aren't good enough because they still rank winners and losers. And you think the children don't know that? I mean, seriously, do you think it's fair that the majority of kids walk away from sports and competition feeling like losers? I mean, is it fair? No, it isn't. I had a friend who told me she didn't know why sports had to be competitive. She was very left wing, I think. I've heard some have very said kids need to learn to lose and still try. What are you? She, he, it was. Jerry, I'm clearly a woman. I love Jerry Richards. By your name, I could tell you're old, okay? Because no one names their kid Jerry anymore. So what is it, Gerald? No one names their kid Gerald anymore. Okay, first of all, Jerry, you don't come in here and clearly you're clearly misgendering me or trying to pretend that you don't know what I am. I'm clearly a woman, okay? I'm wearing woman glasses. I have chains. I'm wearing makeup. I have a soft voice. Clearly, I'm wearing a Sam Walton exclusive woman's top. Don't what I am, and you're coming in here and you're deliberately trying to misgender me and trying to upset me, I think. And it's not going to happen, okay? Jerry Richards. Jerry Richards, you know what? You have a penis. No, I don't. You have no idea what I have between my legs. You know what, Jerry? Your name tells me you're over 50. Am I right? Are you over 50, Jerry? Jerry Richards Trask. Josh says his name sounds like the name of a bouncer at a gay bar. And Jerry, I'm also using a Wonder Woman cup. This is the funniest stream. I can't stop laughing. Jerry probably wishes you have a penis. No, I'm sorry, Jerry. No, I don't have a penis, okay? And I'm a lesbian, so I'm not interested. Okay, so go ahead and take it somewhere else. Take the flirtations and everything somewhere else because it's not going to work with me. Goombas and Taste of Sicily is shit. Honey, you know what, Betty Cracker? I don't know. I'm still waiting for the Goomba sauce to be sent to me. Someone was supposed to send it to me so I could taste it. Roto says, your hair is gorgeous. Thank you so much. And Jerry, who do you think you are? I mean, really, you think you're God's gift? Huh? You know what, Jerry Richards, I bet you he has a wife. Let me think. What would his wife be named? Linda. I bet you have a wife named Linda. Huh. Well, I think Linda's toward the end of my age group. I don't think anybody under 50 is named Linda. Megan, I had a cheese Danish, but I'm really tempted. I'm really tempted to make some fried potatoes because I have a green bell pepper and I love green bell peppers with onions and fried potatoes. I love that. Yeah, Jerry, do you have a wife named Karen or maybe a pretend wife? Bet you don't even have a wife. I bet you're just like laying in bed right now, sweaty because you can't afford an air conditioner. You have one leg up, and the other, your one hand on the phone, the other one's flopping your meat. Ugh. So great. I bet you're real hairy. Ugh. Hairy Jerry. I bet he's real hairy. I bet he has a hairy back and it's stuck. It's stuck to his bed, his dirty sheets. Oh. His blow up doll named Opal. He probably has some mail order Asian wife, probably. Probably picked her up in the Philippines when you're in Vietnam. Bet Jerry needs testicular rejuvenation. Oh, I bet it. Yeah. I bet it. Half of it stuck to his thigh. The other half is stuck to the dirty sheet. Or he probably won't even use a sheet. He probably just has a stained mattress he lays on. Huggy, I'm sick of your crap. Oh, there's Mike. You're still supposed to send me some of your sauce. Okay. So I don't know. See, Mark, this is the thing. Marquina doesn't like the bell peppers, and it's like, don't you hate when you guys like you like something, but yet you cook for other people, and then it's like, oh, I have to modify, even though I'm doing the work and the labor. You know what I mean? What we go about this all wrong, don't we? Like moms, as us women, we always want to please everybody. And it's like we're in the kitchen cooking for the family, and it's like, oh, so and so doesn't like this, so and so doesn't like that, but I love everything. And it's like, but I'm doing all the work. Why the hell should I modify my cooking for them? I mean, I might as well thoroughly enjoy what I'm cooking. I mean, this is why Gladys and my grandma, they would always tell me, if you don't like it, pick it out. And now I get it now. I don't know, as women, as a society, we become softer. We should be stronger and more powerful, but no, you know what we do? We cater to people. We cater to the tastes of others. And it's like, no, you know what? I like my meatloaf. I'm providing a meatloaf meal to my family. And if you don't like the onions, then you just pick them out. I mean, I'm the one who made it. I'm the one who should be complaining. I did all the work. All you have to do is just pick out a couple onions. Oh, but it flavors the meat and I can taste it. No, you can't. No, you can't. You are good, Hoggy. These fools don't know who they're messing with. Love you. Thank you so much, Andrea. Oh, wait. Jerry says women. What is a woman, Hoggy? You know what, Jerry? Wait. I had a girlfriend who had a daughter who hated leftovers. That's Marquina. Marquina's the kind of person, you take her to a restaurant, she orders a bunch of food, she eats half of it and throws it away. It's like, oh no, you're taking that home. Even if I have to eat it, we're taking it home. That's Mike from Taste of Sicily. Exactly. The fuck trophies always bitch, but forbid they actually cook. I like sweet peppers. Chef Sketty says, that's what I tell my family. Take what you want and leave the rest. Right? Right, Chef? And you know what, Chef, you do all the cooking, right? It's almost, you know what? It really is disrespectful when you think about it. Chef, I bet you sit there and you plan out, I'm gonna make a nice meal for my family and friends, right? And then you have to sit there and watch them. First of all, they're looking at, oh, are you putting onion in that? It's like, does anybody have any class anymore? And then you go to the table and they just kind of take their fork and they're kind of picking at it. And they're like, it's rude. It's really rude, isn't it? Hi, Ainsley. How are you? Leftover nachos, soggy chips. Oh, see, now I can't do that. Born to hula. I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you. I don't really. There are two foods that I don't like reheated. That's typically Mexican food, not all the time. Now, if it's deconstructed, I can heat it up and eat it again. But if it's a burrito, well, okay, it depends on what's in the burrito. If there are vegetables in the burrito, I can't reheat it and eat it. But if it's deconstructed, I can do that. I can't reheat tacos, especially if they're hard. I can't reheat Asian food either. But it also depends on what it is. If it's just like pork fried rice or something, then I could. Then I could reheat it. But typically, there's some foods that are better. I mean, what's great with fried chicken and even French fries? You put them in the air fryer, and it will crisp them up again, and it's really good. Ainsley, how are you, darling? Jerry is a real woman hater. If I miss some people, I'm sorry. Tosh says, Hoggy, long time no see. How are you doing, Tosh? Hoggy is a domestic goddess, hardworking woman. I try. I mean, I am on a fixed income. And I try. Oh, Marquina's fresh shaven. Marquina, whenever she's fresh shaven, she looks really good. She looks young, and Marquina has that skin color that's very very golden. You know what? It's like a golden piece of toast with a lot of butter on it, and I could smell it. She lubed up her skin right now, so she's all buttered up. She's a buttered piece of toast. That's what she is. I know where she's going to. You're going down. You're going downtown, aren't you, Marquina? Yep. Yeah. See, Marquina has a special corner down there where she goes down there and advertises for for her night job. A lot of you guys don't know this, but she works in the wood shop during the day, but at nighttime she works wood. I shouldn't say that. They're really going to think that, Marquina.
It's true.
That's true. Susan Mills says leftovers are the best. I find that tacos suck reheated. There are things that when is the next Hoggy karaoke? Ainsley, I'm working on it. My voice is coming back. I know what it feels like to be Mariah now. And have polyps. Because when you have a gift and you can't share it, it really affects your self-esteem. And I know a lot of people have been writing to me privately, and they've been saying that they miss my angelic voice, that it brought them peace and happiness, and it's a gift that was robbed from me for some time now, and I'm working on it because I love to share my gift and bring happiness. So that's it's coming up. It's my this sinus on this side of my face for some reason has been horrible. It's been stuffed, and the mucus has been very sticky and thick, and it was affecting. I've never felt like this before, but it's all better now. Yes, caramelly. She's caramelly. Every woman looks her best when fresh shaven. She does, and she looks young too. Marquina she looks younger when she shaves. But most women who have facial hair feel more secure with the facial hair. It's like a natural makeup. Ainsley says, I can't wait to hear WAP and Poop Noodle. Oh, chili and stew are always good the next day. Italian food, I think, reheats well. Hoggy, I think you should start the boycott Goombas trend. You know what, you Goomba people, at some point you're just gonna have to write to me privately and let me know what's going on. Okay, Ainsley, yes, she needs a Grammy. Facebook user moist. You're coming up as Facebook user, so I don't know who you are. I know my friend Tenacity and my friend Daniel. Oh my God, Daniel. You must, Daniel, if you're watching, you must think I'm an awful person. I need to contact you. I have had so much go on right now recently. So today, what am I working on? Oh boy, what do I got to work on today? Well, okay, I've downloaded music for the song because you guys, I'm making an album, and it's going to be called Hello 80s. That's what it is. Hello 80s. F you, we need another cooking video. When Hoggy starts to cry, I want to cry, and I take a drink of coffee and feel better. Oh, thank you. You know what, Roto? You might be an empath. Okay. And us empaths are very sensitive. I made some rigatoni with red wine the other day. It turned out phenomenal. Yes, Italian food reheats well. It does. It really does, Susan. I bet yours is great too. We need another cooking video. You're going to boycott me, Hogster. You're going to boycott Goombas, bitch. You know what, Mike? Hi, Patrick. How are you? You know what, Mike? This is the thing. For what, days, maybe even weeks, you guys have come on here and you talk about your Goomba sauce and you do all this stuff and you talk about the taste of Sicily or Italy or whatever hairy place that is. And you guys, it's constant. It's constant. And no one lets me in on the joke. No one, says anything. And all I'm saying is those things have lifespans. It's like the couch people. You guys remember the couch people? They'd come in here and they'd go, "Ma'am, I'm here for the couch auction. When are you going to start?" And it was constant, constant. Off to be a taxi. Wait, Stacy, are you a taxi driver? Enjoying the blueberry waffles video. You know what? I'll tell you, Roto, those were great. It was great. I really love those blueberry waffles. We've never made them before. Andy says Mike Hunt and his chef boy are diarrhea sauce. Ha ha. Whatever hairy place that is. Ha, good Lord, Hoggy. Believe it, the Italians are kind of hairy, aren't they? I mean, I'll tell you, there were pictures of Madonna when she was younger, and I swear she had a mustache. Yeah, I bet you Madonna waxes her upper lip a lot. Whatever hairy place that is, I enjoy the video of you and Mario cooking Mexican food. You know what? Me and Mario, we were gonna cook prison food because we know people who've been in prison, and we were gonna do cooking. You love my hair? Thank you so much. I smell like fish. You know what, Summer? You really need to wash it out. Get some vinegar. I don't even use the vinegar douches. I just get a bottle of vinegar and I just pour it in. Yeah, Madonna was very hairy in Playboy. You're right, Jonas. My two BFs were Italian men, great lovers. Were they gagging for it? Did they make you gag? What's prison food like over there? You know what? It's mostly top ramen and what? Cheetos and they take them and they make things out of them. Madonna had a mustache on the Like a Virgin video. If you're making prison food, you need to make toilet wine. Oh, yeah, we were going to do that a while ago. You know what? Jonas, I totally forgot Madonna was in Playboy. I mean, she didn't pose for Playboy, everybody, but Playboy got a hold of her pictures. I use coconut and milk to douche. Susan says, you should do a Depression era cooking video. Sliced top. You know what, Susan? My grandma used to make that. We called them beanie weenies, and we loved it. I mean, we didn't even have to eat like that. I swear to God, we ate like poor people. But people, I guess they're a product of their time. And we would eat that, or she would make a big pot. She would call it goulash, but I know she had no idea what goulash was. She would get like a big thing of pasta and cook it, and then put hamburger and corn and onions, and mix it all up and say, okay, this is goulash for dinner, and we'd eat off of a big pot for like a week. Chip Barm Peewet. You know what, Thomas? I have no idea what any of that means. Yes, the make burritos out of ramen. Never trust a man with a beanie weenie. Susan says, there is an old lady that does Depression era cooking. She's great on YouTube. That would be epic. I do watch there's a woman on TikTok who does something like that, very similar. Hey, Susan, so how's the weather been up there? It's been very hot here. Order it from your local chippy. I don't even know what that. My mom would cook goulash, which was basically chicken stew. She would also cook casserole. Disgusting. Rhoda, your mom would make goulash too. And it's like, is that really what goulash is? Hi, Billy. Like, is that even what goulash is? I bet you if we looked up a recipe of what goulash is, it's completely different. I bet you anything. So when my grandma would make it, I'm like, oh, so basically it's everything. You're just basically taking something and just throwing a bunch of things together. It was good. I mean, I'm not mad at it. The only thing that my grandma made that I did not like was liver and onions, and she made it maybe twice in my life because it wasn't just me, it was the rest of the family who didn't like it. I mean, if one person doesn't like it, then she'll be like, oh, screw it, you don't have to eat then. But it's like, no, if everybody doesn't like it, yeah, 80, yeah, 89. So it's warm up there. 89's warm, isn't it, for up there? The lake is packed, I bet. No sauce in that goulash. Yeah, well, she'd put like, I think like a can of tomato sauce or something. It's chips on two side of It's chips on two side of bread with pea juice dripped all over it, and it adds salt. What? I have never heard of such a thing. Oh, okay, wait. Susan Mills is Hungarian and Scottish. Oh, she's like a Gabor sister, aren't you? Are you like Zsa Zsa or Ava? Oh, so some call it Hungarian goulash. But Susan, is that okay? So you know how to make goulash, like real goulash, right? Is it more than just hamburger, corn, pasta, and tomato sauce? Hi, Be Kind Rewind. How are you? Susan Mills is Zsa Zsa Gabor. You know what? I always thought, I don't know, Susan, what you think. But I mean, Ava and Zsa Zsa look very similar, but I always thought Zsa Zsa was prettier. Maybe because I liked her personality, maybe. But then again, it's like we know Zsa Zsa as a person, where I think as Ava, I only knew her as like Green Acres character. So I didn't know what her real personality was. Oh, but I love Zsa Zsa. Oh my God, Susan Mills, have you ever seen Zsa Zsa Gabor's workout video? I think it's Simple Darling. Oh my God, it's goulash. That I know of is elbow macaroni, crumbled ground beef, diced tomatoes, yellow onions, tomato sauce. Hoggy looking for a rooster. Oh, I'm looking like a rooster that wakes you up singing Elton John. It's only made in the United Kingdom, Yorkshire. Scarab City Zsa Zsa was a legend. I miss her. I do. It's like I think the women out of everybody who's died, like the older generation that's recently died, is Joan Rivers and Zsa Zsa Gabor. Like I'll totally miss them. Like they were the best. In New England, goulash was stewed tomatoes, hamburger, and elbow macaroni. The worst thing my mother ever made was tuna pea wiggle. My grandmother named her poodle Zsa Zsa and Shoo Shoo. That's what I wanted to name my Maltese. I wanted a Maltese, a female, and name her Zsa Zsa. But then I realized I want a male dog because I've always heard male dogs are prettier and friendlier. But I guess you could name a male Zsa Zsa, couldn't you? But yeah, maybe I should start a GoFundMe for a dog because they're expensive. They're I want like the little toy a white Maltese. Do you know these things cost like $5,000? It's like, is it really worth it? Like, I mean, I want one because I just want them to worship me, and I'll completely like spoil them to death. But it's like, oh my God, $5,000 for a little white Maltese dog. Who inspires you to have such great looks? You know what, Thomas? I'll tell you. You know what? I inspire myself. I see the things that I like. I mean, I'll like just look at people and I'll see, you know what? I like the rainbow wig. But I mostly want people to know, like, okay, this is the thing. This is how I show my pride is through my rainbow wig. Because I think that because I mean, let's face it, gay people are invisible. We have no presence in movies or television or music or anything. In pop culture, it's just like we're basically invisible. So I like to go out and I like to show my pride. So a lot of my look has to do with, is informing and educating people. I seen your friend Katie Demura on Ricky Rebel. She looked good. Do you think she had a facelift? Well, I'll tell you this. She didn't look 52, in my opinion. I don't know how a 52-year-old could look that young. But you know what? I don't know. You know what? She could, because she could be part of that whole look, the Illuminati people who drink like blood, and like the young kids. I don't know. Because they always like to talk about that stuff, but I think I think those people do that. Susan says chicken paprikash, excellent Hungarian meal. Hi, Mariella. Hocus Pocus has 4 drag queens in it off RuPaul. Does it really? Let me guess. Can I guess who they are? And I really don't know. Hocus Pocus. Okay, so they'll probably pick the ones that can act the most. Is Ginger Minge one of them, or do you even know? I think her and Ricky are drinking blood 100%. I think that that's why he has, he's promoting that one vitamin drink. I watched it too, and he drinks it online. I think that's the blood of babies. Do you feel like your good looks intimidates people? You know what, Sancheezy, there's no doubt about it all the time. Women, when I go out in public, especially if I go like to Ulta or Bed Bath and Beyond, Bath and Body Works, these women look at me up and down, and you could just tell that they are completely intimidated, and they'll walk to the other side of the store because they don't want the competition. Rooster Pride wig, yes, she injects snake venom. Thomas says, F knows the look like for crackhead from Alabama. My goodness. Thomas, are you saying that I look like a crackhead from Alabama? I'm a crackhead from Alabama at the Pride Festival. Don't forget that. Hi, you're so amazing. So happy I could catch you. Love you, Brittany. How are you, darling? Ashlyn says, looking like a bird from Rio. Spotted dick is a Scottish male. Oh my God, can you imagine? You pull someone's pants down and you see a spotted dick? Oh, is it Rooster Pride Week already? Hope Irving, how are you? Motel Hi-Fi, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Ask Hogatha anything you want, baby. You look even prettier on YouTube. Oh, thank you. Hoggy, I'm amazed at how well your scar healed. You know what? It's basically just turned into a cleavage, hasn't it? And it's perfect. It honestly is. I should write my doctor a thank you note. Okay, watch. When I put my breasts together, watch. It completely just recesses perfectly into a fold. I mean, really, he did a perfect job. I have gone online and I have seen scars like this, and some of them are like a lightning bolt, or it's like your doctor didn't care. Like your doctor really didn't care. I actually have a peen with many birthmarks. Do you really, Vinyl? Is it like a cow? My first live with Hoggy. Hi, are you me too? How are you, darling? Don't want to be rude, but Hoggy looks like a cock, not a lesbian at all. You don't think I look like a lesbian? How much does it cost for a motorboat ride? Well, Andrew, if you're male, then the women are free because I'm a lesbian, but men have to pay for that, at least $5. But the suggested donation is 10. I saw an Arab. You saw an Arab peepee with spots? Cow penis is hot. The doctor messed up and forgot to attach fat juicy areolas. That is my only regret. It's like you already had me open. You just couldn't put little implants underneath the areolas. Just found the Tastelessly page. The guy is in drag with hair curlers now. Wait, so Andy, is it a real thing? You remind me of 70s Bowie. Oh, awesome. Thank you. My first live with Hoggy. Hi, Piper. You're so funny. Oh, thank you, darling. You're sweet. Ainsley says, it was good seeing you. Lunch break is over. Oh, Ainsley, what'd you have for lunch? Okay, I'll see you later. Arabs have big ones. Really, Ashlyn? You've been with a lot of Arabs? Now, do you think they like Arabs or Arabs? Be right back. Gotta search my couch for $5 and change real quick. God, you know what? I don't know the last time I've had change in my pocket or my purse. I just use a plastic card. It's like when homeless people come up to me, they go, "Ma'am, can you spare $1?" It's like, what year do you live in? Do you have a Venmo or a Cash App? I mean, I don't even use cash. Do you have a Square? Do you have a card reader? I'll swipe you a quarter. I mean, seriously. Not Arabs, I can tell you that. Okay, some people don't know. Apparently, it's a real page. They even have one of your videos up from August 3rd. Really, Andy? Marquina went downtown. She's working on getting her making her business. She has to get licensings and all that, licenses and stuff. And she had a question that only they can answer in person, so she went down there. What are you planning for lunch today? You know what's funny? I never plan my lunches. I don't know. In fact, I'm glad you brought that up because I got to take some meat out. Um, you should do a Ask Hoggy. You know what? That's a good idea. You guys, listen. I want you to watch something, and I want you to have your questions ready, okay? And you can ask me anything, okay? Here we go. You ready? I haven't done it this way before, so we'll see.
Hi everybody, I'm Hogatha Sisty.
Ask Hogatha anything you want, baby. Ask Hogatha anything you want, baby. Do I fit in? I don't know. Do I fit in?
You're a dude.
So are you.
Wow.
Ask Hogatha anything you want, baby. Ask Hogatha anything you want, baby. Ask Hogatha anything you want, baby. Ask Hogatha anything you want. Ask Hogatha.
You know, you guys, I gotta say, I think I've gotten more attractive the older I've gotten. Now, you guys, this is a segment of the show where you can ask me anything, and it doesn't matter. You know, there are things that are very important to some people, and then there are some things that are, just, that may to others it may seem real simple. Don't feel like, we're all amongst friends here, okay? So if you just have any question at all, I'll do my best to answer it, okay? I have a lot of wisdom. I've met many people around the world. I've traveled this country extensively. I've had almost every career you can think of. And you know what? I have a lot of wisdom. I found you from your kids at drag videos. Are you finding many queens or most in the LGBT community that agree with you? There are, in fact, more people that are coming forward and at least liking my stuff. There are people that I know who hate kids. Like, they don't want them involved at all. And it's not because they really care about the kids or the future. They just simply don't want them part of their act. There's like, you know what? The gay scene has always been a safe space for homosexuals and lesbians and, as like, this is our space, and now you have all of these heterosexuals bringing in their kids. It's like, darling, we're not characters. This isn't, we're not here to give your child a happy birthday. We're here to be gay and fabulous and entertain each other. And so there's been like this hijacking of that stuff. And a lot of drag queens don't like it, but they can't say anything because if they say anything, they possibly will lose money. So they just quiet. But I'm glad to see more of these people are coming out and not being completely vocal, but they're kind of now liking some of my material that I post. So that's progress. Are trans women real women? Absolutely. If you say you're a woman, you're a woman. How do you keep in shape? You know what? I'll tell you. Don't underestimate the value and the effect of really just this action. It really, I kind of got a muscle there, and it just, this alone, feeding yourself actually builds up your, what would you call that? Your bicep. So I suggest you sometimes use your less dominant hand so you can build it up. Kind of like men when they're like having, they're arousing themselves. Sometimes use your left hand or the other hand, whatever isn't dominant. First of all, you're getting the exercise, and secondly, it'll feel like somebody else is doing it. Did you get your echocardiogram? On the 29th, I do. What did you think about them raiding Trump's house? You know what? I thought, how embarrassing, because what if he has, sex toys? When you're not ready, it's almost like when you die. Imagine somebody, well, I got to go through their stuff, and then you find like sex toys and porn, and you know what I mean, maybe a pair of dirty underwear with a skid in it. I mean, just imagine what they might have found in his home besides what they were looking for. It's embarrassing. Are you planning on running for trans president? Um, no, I couldn't handle the pressure, and you know what, and it'll affect my disability. I got to keep my disability. Um, Hope you're feeling better. You look absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Keith. Yeah, Marquina went downtown to Hoggy. You're not a woman. You're not a woman. You're a gorgeous lady, very posh, and such fab style and class with ass. You know what, Thomas Hogg, you're not a woman. You're not. I think you meant to say I am a woman. I am a woman. I'm all woman. In a gay marriage, who takes the last name of who, like a man or, you know what, I'll tell you, Kristen, I've met people that they hyphenate their names. They will hyphenate their name, and I don't think there's any, you could either, but I think most keep their own last name. And usually, I guess if you were in a gay relationship and somebody took someone else's name, I think the receiver takes the pitcher's last name, because I think the receiver would probably be more wife-like. I don't know. I don't know what gay men do. And let's face it, in my world, lesbians, none of them, ideally on TV, they're gorgeous and pretty and glamorous. And no, they're a lipstick lesbian. No, there's no such thing. We're all diesel dykes, kid. You still have all the fish out back? Yes, Keith, they're all there and more. They bred. The bottom takes the top's last name. Yep, that's what I was saying, huh? The FBI are perverts. They raided Melania's closet. Oh, they probably went in there and sniffed all her panties. Hoggy, do you feel like the WNBA players deserve the same pay as the male NBA? You know what, Sancheesi, I kind of went through that earlier. I think all competition sports should be gone. We should get rid of them. They're so archaic and they're cruel. I mean, imagine, for every winner there's 100 losers. And do we really want to breed more losers in this country? So you know what? We need to get rid of all the competition sports. Hi, Christina from Wells. Guy Smith says, I kept my last name. Sorry, my spelling is shot. I know. Thomas, I know. You didn't mean any harm. You would never mean any harm. Do you think Ken is actually gay and Barbie doesn't care? You guys, Hope Irving is a soft butch lesbian. You know what? I have never heard that before. Soft butch. So you guys hear the mucus? This is why I can't sing. Do you think Ken is actually gay? Well, when you pull down his pants, Vinyl, Ken is actually a neutral. Like, he's a eunuch. Like, Ken doesn't have anything. I mean, trust me. You know what I think? I think a woman would accept a man with no penis more than a man would accept another man without a penis. I'm convinced of that. Hoggy, I'm going to send you some Goombas. Will you do a taste test? Oh, I would love to, Francesca. I'd love to be a part of it. I'd love to be let in on the joke. I would. Okay, just let me in on it. Send me some Goomba sauce. Send me some D-pics. Do something. Okay. Hoggy, okay. Did Marquina seduce any wealthy Caucasian men after her makeover? She looked like $1 million. You know what? I'm going to tell you. There's some women you give a makeover to. There are some women that don't deserve makeovers. And I'll tell you why. There are some women, when you finally bring out their potential and you're all, look how beautiful you could be, they instantly get an attitude. And it's like, oh, wait, hold up, honey. Okay. No, you were much nicer when you were humble. And now all of a sudden you think you're this big glamorous goddess and you can have anybody you want. No, remember, I created that. I brought that out. And it's like, and then they start thinking they're better than everybody. No, you know what? There are some women who don't have talent and makeup for a reason. They don't, because they wouldn't know how to act. Marquina's that woman. Okay, you put her in some makeup and a wig, she thinks she's God's gift to everybody. And it's like, no, Marquina, you need to get and come off the horse a little bit. So I'm glad that Marquina is more, she grows her facial hair and she wears her t-shirts. No, there are some women that turn into monsters, and she's one of them. You age like fine wine. Oh, thank you. Who could swim faster? Michael says, you know what? First of all, Andrew, Marquina doesn't like KFC. Okay. Now you put a big thick white woman over there. Now she's probably gonna then she'll swim. Okay. Marquina knows how to swim too. Me and her, we went to Manhattan Beach, and she's a good swimmer. I'm afraid to actually go out in the ocean since I've had my heart attack. Because what if you're out there and you have a heart attack? See, you guys, I'm getting a little neurotic about it, and I need help. But this is the thing. I love the ocean. I love swimming. I love everything. So I used to swim out into the ocean, beyond where the surf crashes, where the water is calm. And I loved it out there. It's quiet. You could see the shore. But now, because I get tired, I'm afraid, I'll be out there and I'll get really tired, and then I won't be able to swim back. So, it'll take time. Ken is a trans man, I believe. Ask the Welsh girl if she could say, oh my God. Hey, Welsh girl, do you see this? Is that really a city or a town in Wales? Are you really? Oh my God. Ken is gender fluid, gagging for it. That makes a lot of sense. I will DM you, Hoggy. Did you just fart? It sounded wet. Yes, I did, Joe. I did fart. Okay. But I have my anal leakage pad on, so any wetness will be absorbed. I agree, Hoggy. Same with lots of gay men who wear makeup. They just look like ugly women to me. G.I. Joe. Susan says, want to click some stars? Do I have stars enabled, Susan? Hey, beautiful. Hi, Riley. You never heard? I never heard Soft Butch. Um, um, Hope. I never heard of that. Isn't that funny? I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not really well versed in like lesbian culture. Ken is just a void down there. I mean, he doesn't even have a hole. He's useless. Hey, if I send you a pic of me, will you rate it? It's oh, of course, Billy, I will. I can't do it right now because I don't have my computer in front of me. I'm on my phone, and it's difficult through my phone. Barbie melts in the presence of G.I. Joe's Kung Fu Fist. Vinyl says, wait, says Marquina. Now, Marquina's always been a woman. She's a woman, but she identifies occasionally as a heterosexual man. So it's like on those days, I'm supposed to be fluid and I'm supposed to become a heterosexual woman. It's like, I'm not doing it, Marquina. You can go ahead and identify whatever you want, but I know what you are. You're a lesbian and you're a trans woman. So you're not going to play this game with me, Marquina. Oh, I like Popeyes. Wear a life jacket. Oh, Brooke, then I'll look like a sissy. I don't want people to think I'm a sissy. You see this big grown 6'4", 300-pound woman out there wearing a life vest, a life jacket, and look, how small it would look on me. I'd look ridiculous. Should I just wear like the little those armbands, like they puff up, what kids wear? Yes, it is, and I can't. That, Christina, is that seriously a real city? Who ever thought that was a good idea? You know what? I have some friends that are Welsh, and I'm going to send this to them, and I'm going to tell them to make a video of them pronouncing it. And I'm going to post it. Wait, hold on. Let me take a screenshot. Okay. I mean, that's ridiculous. I'm sat here eating frosting and watching you. What could be better? I don't know why I don't have any stars going. But you know what, Susan? It depends on where you watch me. I think I have stars on my page, but not my profile, or I don't know how it works exactly. Who's your biggest gay or drag? You know what? I'll tell you. Uh, I mean, if we're talking serious, of course, Divine. I love Divine. And second, well, first it was for my first introduction to drag was actually through what they used to call female impersonation. Um, hold on. Used to be female impersonation. And it was Jimmy James on the Phil Donahue show was doing Marilyn Monroe, and I just was fascinated. And then after that, well, in Kiss, the rock band Kiss, and then Boy George, Divine. But then when it came to like kind of real modern, more modern drag, Jackie Beat, I loved Jackie Beat, but Jackie Beat has gone off the deep end. Is now claiming to have some maybe trans tendencies just because it's popular. And but I think Jackie Beat's genius. Jackie Beat wrote jokes for Joan Rivers. Has remade old like classic songs into her own and put funny lyrics. She's like old school drag, filthy, but has changed because of modern times, and I don't respect that. And I hate that. I hate when I start not respecting the people that I really like. But I guess when it comes down to it, it's all about the dollar and how much money people hand over to you. And those audiences that feel a certain way will stop giving you the dollars if you don't tell them what they want to hear. So I think that's what Jackie is doing. So I like Lady Bunny. Who else? I don't know. That's about it. Regular fries. I like regular fries. I love you, Hoggy. It's time for my swim. Bye, Scarab. I'm jealous. I wish I had a pool again. Why are you forcing labels on Marquina? You sound like a Republican. You know why? Because I'm her wife, and I married a woman. Okay? That's what I married. And then she goes and changes it up? No. I'm a lesbian, and she's a woman. Okay? Floaties, yes. My daughter has some arm floaties you can borrow, and oh my god. Can you imagine? I'd probably rip them. They probably wouldn't even fit. Hi. Well, Hoggy, nice to see you again. Got it. Bye, Hope. We'll see you. Gaggingford says, yes, it's a real place in Wales. I am also Welsh. They probably gave it that name to keep the filthy English away. Hogather, go on YouTube, type in Weithman, say Welsh town. Love to see your reaction. Hey, Hogatha. Just put the life jacket on under your swimsuit and say they are your boobs. Oh, that's a good idea. I know you like Jack in the Box favorite menu items. You know what? How do you know I like Jack in the Box? I am the Jack. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. Jack in the Box has a great menu, and I feel sorry for the people who don't have Jack in the Box or the people who really know what Jack in the Box is. I dare you to go to any fast food place and you find a menu that's as diverse and has as much variety as Jack in the Box. You can go to Jack in the Box and you can get tacos and egg rolls. You can, and they'll give it to you in less than 5 minutes. I think Jack in the Box really has a good system going on. Their fries are good. Where I think Jack in the Box could probably improve is I think they need to season their meat more, their hamburger meat, because it really doesn't have much of a beef flavor. I think they can improve that. But I'll still eat a Jumbo Jack all day long. Their ultimate cheeseburger, I love their ultimate cheeseburger. Tacos, their fake soy tacos. I could eat those all day long, and they're still you still get 2 tacos for under $2. I mean, if you're homeless, there's no excuse. You know what? You could basically shit. You could pitch a tent, right outside Jack in the Box, and you'll eat all day long because it's so cheap. 2 tacos for under $2. Where else can you get that? Okay, you can't even get that off a taco truck anymore. Even the taco trucks think that they're good and they're better than everybody. You used to be able to go get a little street taco for $1. Not anymore. They're like $2.50 a taco. their chicken sandwiches aren't bad. You know what? I'll tell you, we're Jack in the Box on some of their items where I think they fail is flavor. They need some more salt. I mean, maybe it's a salt healthy menu. Who knows? But that's what I would do if I was Jack in the Box. But I love Jack. You know who else I like? I like Carl's Jr., which is Hardee's in some places. This is the thing I hate about them. And you know what? Burger King does the same thing. These people, for some reason, how can I put it? Carl's Jr., Hardee's, and Burger King, their cheese never melts. It's like they flame broil the meat, which I love. I love the flavor of the flame broil, but it's like it's never hot enough to actually melt the cheese, and that really upsets me. It's like I don't want a solid piece of cheese on my burger. I want it to be gooey. I mean, it shouldn't be cold. The cheese should not be cold on a hamburger. Okay. There is a video on YouTube of a weatherman pronouncing that town. No way. First time watching you from Ireland. Hi, Patricia. I'm part Irish. I mean, is there any white American that isn't part Irish? I mean, I think, well, shit, even Marqueen is black and she has Irish in her. Hey, that's the funny thing. Is there any white people with no Irish? And is there any black people without white in them here in the United States? No. See, we're all one. We're all one. Hi, Wendy. Thank you, love. Are you worried about how your cats would react if you got a dog? You know what? And people might think I'm cruel. I don't care how they'll react. You know what? I treat animals like I would treat children. I mean, it's like, let's say if you're going to bring your new baby into the home, are you really going to care? You'll just deal with it as it happens. I don't, I love animals, but you know what? And I know this is probably a very unpopular opinion in 2022 when everybody pretends to be a hero or a rescuer. I get an animal for me. I don't provide me for them. If that makes sense. I mean, you're my animal. I'm not your human. Okay. And you know what? I've never had a problem with that philosophy because animals, they like a leader. Okay. And they want you to be the leader. A lot of people, when they baby their animals too much, the animal gets neurotic. It gets weird. It gets, it gets starts scratching and biting itself. And it's because they need a leader. Okay. They don't need you to lick their ass. They don't. They want to lick yours. Okay. And I let them do it to the point where they don't even need peanut butter anymore. They'll just do it without the peanut butter. Don't say Hogatha with a hard R. That's racist. Would you let Marquina use you as a personal flotation device? Oh, God, no. Very late to the show. You look stunning. Thank you, Anne. You're very sweet. Brooke says they got egg rolls. Yeah, they do. And they have jalapeno poppers. They used to have taquitos. I love their taquitos. You know one thing I don't like about Jack in the Box? I don't like their several times I've got their mini tacos. I don't like when they put everything in there because then it's all messy. I don't like putting my finger in a box and pulling out something saucy and gooey. And then because it's always going to hurt, it's always going to get your hands dirty. So I like their mini tacos that don't have everything on them, and then I like dipping them. Remember when Jack in the Box had Happy Meals? I don't. Have you ever tried beef curtains? Oh, every night. Every night. Marquina has wonderfully crafted synthetic beef curtains made partly from her colon. Jack in the Box was great in Washington when we wanted food after the bar. Even when someone would die from food poisoning, once a year we'd still go. Right, Andy? I mean, who cares? I mean, someone's going to die. Yes, David, anal leakage. I suffer from anal leakage. So and I pass a lot of gas. So I wear a pad in my underwear to catch any moisture or any debris that might, a lot of you guys don't realize when you're passing gas, it's a very traumatic thing. You're really pushing a lot of air and it's going through your intestines, your colon, your anus, and it's going to pick up particles, okay, along the way. It's like a tornado. When you see a tornado and you see all the dust and your farts are the same way. So when I push it out, there's debris that comes out, and especially, what's your name? Were you a man? David, yeah, David, don't pretend. You probably have filthy underwear at the end of the day. It's probably, at least it looks like there's a nicotine stain in the back. It's because when you're passing gas all day long, little particles are coming out. Little, like, it's like an aerosol or a moisture, and sometimes chips. And sometimes, like, just full on, like boogers. Like, you know what I mean? It'll be like wet little debris from your colon comes out and it will splat on your underwear. And let's face it, that's what underwear is for. But see, I have a second barrier. So I create the first layer is a pad, okay? It's an absorbent pad to protect my underwear because I'm on a fixed income and I can't afford to ruin my underwear. Okay, maybe someone like you maybe underwear disposable to you, but for me, I have to preserve my underwear. So I buy anal leakage pads. Of course, it's not marketed as an anal leakage pad. It's a menstruation pad for people with periods. So I take that pad, I put it in the crotch of my underwear. As I pass gas through the day, it catches all of the moisture and debris that comes out. I suggest it for everybody. Okay. Hi, Hoggy. Love your moisture today. Thank you so much, dear. Would Jack in the Box be considered cultural appropriation for the variety of cultural foods they serve? Kimberly, probably the more sensitive people, but you know what? I love a one-stop shop and I can get whatever I want, Of course, there are those overly sensitive people who might think that. That sounded like a squealer, Hoggy. Speaking of food, you notice there are never stray animals or pigeons near Chinese food places. You know what? There was also a time where they accused Jack in the Box of selling tacos, or I think even hamburgers made of kangaroo meat. Now, I know some Aussies watch me. Do you guys eat kangaroo meat, and what does it taste like? Every time Hoggy farts, a unicorn gets its rainbow. Guy says, oh my Hoggy, that sounded moist. We used to prank phone call people and ask them to guess how many jacks were in the box. No matter what number they gave me, we always told them they were one jack off. A Whopper, onion rings, and a soda cost me over $10. Ann, isn't it terrible? It's you guys. I'm going to tell you, me and Marquina. I don't know if you guys are a Casa Grande fart. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Wiener Schnitzel. I don't know if it's just a West Coast thing or what, but it's basically a hot dog fast food place called Wiener Schnitzel. And you go there and you buy corn dogs, chili dogs. They have chili burgers. Their menu is based around hot dogs and chili. Okay. So we went there and we both ordered a combo 4, which is a chili dog, a corn dog, fries, and a soda. Marquina substituted her drink for a shake, and I ordered another hot dog called the Junkyard Dog. Okay. And they repeated my order. I said, "Yeah, that sounds right." And the guy on the speaker said, "Okay, that'll be $35.42." And I look over at Marquina. I said, "We're paying $35. I have $100 in my checking account." And it all just hit me. All of a sudden, it all hit me. And I said, $35 for that? And you know what I did? I drove forward to the window and I kept driving home. I'm not paying $35 for hot dogs. Who can do that? I mean, if I had the income to afford $35 for hot dogs, I'm going to go to a nice dinner place. I mean, seriously, if you can afford $35 for 2 people to go have hot dogs, then you certainly can afford to go to a steakhouse and spend $80. You know what I mean? It's like $35 for hot dogs. There's no way I could do it and not feel like a fool. Like I felt like when I empowered myself, when I went through that drive-through and I didn't stop to pay or pick up my food, I felt good about myself. I go, you know what? You didn't get me. I'm not a fool. I went home and you know what I did? I made hamburgers. We already had thought out hamburger and it was great. I was just too lazy to cook. And I'm like, you know what? This is it. I'm going to spend $35 to be lazy. No, I'm not. There's no way in hell that I'm spending $35, especially when you can go to Costco and get a really good all beef, thick and meaty hot dog and a soda for $1.50. I'll tell you what has irritated me about Costco, and tell me if this hasn't happened at your local Costco. I don't like the fact that they have removed the onion dispenser and the deli mustard. See, they have a thing that has ketchup, mustard, and relish. They used to have a spicy deli mustard in there, and then they used to have a machine, a cranking thing where onions would fall out onto your hot dog. My hot dog was full of the deli mustard and the onions, and they've removed both of them. It's like, why? I know I can't be the only one who enjoyed that, because there was always a line to get onions. It's like, I know I'm not the only one that enjoyed that. Why would they take that away? You're a Heinz 57 potato. Me and my half English and half Canadian. Oh, you're half English and half Canada? I saw a cockroach in my friend's microwave where oh, gross. Yes, I love Jimmy James Drag Era. Careful, Hoggy. Cats are very emotional animals. My ex-BF's cat would try to jump out of the window when I came around, and she got so jealous. Oh, my God. Can a woman get pregnant from anal sex? Jonas, I have heard a story of a woman. The baby gravy leaked out and went down to the other hole. That's all I'm saying. And they got pregnant. Yes, not particles, farticles. Yes, Jonas, if a woman had an anal, yes. So nasty. I hope you don't get whatever they cooked. Okay, wait. I'm eating mac and cheese and listening to shitty gruds and anal leaking. People with periods. If I were female to male, I wouldn't want tampon machines. Well, you know what the funny thing is, Vinyl? Wouldn't that actually trigger dysphoria? If you are like a trans male and a trans man, and you're in the bathroom and you wash your hands and you go over to dry them and you see a tampon machine, that would make you dysphoric, I would think. I've eaten kangaroo. It's okay. I buy my panties at Walmart in the little girls department. I get 12 pairs for about $9 or $10, so I don't care why if I throw them away for any reason. Yes, they eat kangaroo meat. They cull hundreds of thousands of kangaroos a year to stop them overbreeding. Very violent race, Australians. Really? Do they really? How disgusting. ASMR, you said all of them. Oh, $35. Yes, $35. That was, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, there's no way. I'm not. It was a total of 5 weenies. 5 weenies, bread, and potatoes. I mean, no, I'm just not. I'm not. Hamburger meat is like $8 a pound in California. You know what, Anne? I'll tell you. I don't know where your sister lives. Me and Marquina just spent $3.99 a pound. Now, I'm not saying your sister's a liar. I'll never say that. We went to Costco and we bought our meat, and it's $85.15. So it's a pretty lean cut of beef. Hamburger. We bought 3 big packages of it. But yeah, it was $3.99 a pound. If I go to the grocery store like up the street, it's about 5 something a pound. But your sister might live in a high retail area. Seems racist to take away onions at Costco. You look like a parrot. I love it. Thank you so much, Eric. Hi, Karen. How are you, darling? Taking away the onions is elitist and oppressive. I'm doing great, Karen. How are you? Maybe the line of people who used mustard and onions were all white people. Oh, well, you know what, gagging for it. I would, trust me, I would pay attention to maybe that theory. But, honey, you don't go anywhere in California and everybody's white. I don't know if people are sold on. I mean, like, do people still think California is filled with skinny, blonde, tan, white people? No, that's very rare now to see. Typically, you're going to see overweight Hispanics. And yeah, you go to Costco, especially Sam's Club. Sam's Club, they might as well. I don't know. Is there a name? Is there a Spanish name for Sam? But yeah, they can call it Jose's Club. I mean, you walk in there, and you're like, oh my God, I'm the only non-tan person in here. Maybe the line of people used must. Oh wait. I like your hair and makeup. Thank you so much, Karen. You're a sweetheart. Ladies should wear a diva during anal. It's a repurposed diaphragm. Did you figure out, Marquina, what did you get? Oh, awesome. Hoggy, you look marvelous as always. Have a great day. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you so much. Thank you, Karen. You know what, Karen? I have a light pink lipstick on that kind of wore off when I ate breakfast. But yeah, I got a new wig. Hello, mate. I'm doing great. Thank you so much, Carl. You're a sweetheart. Oh, all right, you guys. I've been on an hour and a half. I gotta go. I have some paperwork I gotta take care of. Marquina, I'm gonna watch that right now. I'm gonna watch it. So you guys, you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you, Flubber Lane, and I'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye bye.